Have never been one known to lie in boxing. I think everyone can vouch for that. But I do know that the Haneys are very deceitful people.
Rolando Romero bluntly called Devin Haney a liar and accused him of deceitful tactics. Romero is taking every step to convince Debo to fight.
I'm the one that sent the contract.
Okay, so we're just waiting for them on their side. You're saying they're all talk.
Let's see.
No, give us a little
I have so much faith in Debo Dev. I have so much faith in him. I truly believe he will sign the contract. Debo Dev doesn't duck anyone, doesn't avoid anybody.
And now, boxing coach Robert Garcia backed Devin Haney's sharp control, but warned Rolando Romero only needed one punch to flip the entire fight.
Look, I would also favor Haney. You know, I think it's a boxing match where Haney will box and use his jab, use his long reach, and keep it on the outside. But Rolly's, he's got power, man. He's got power. He could land a punch just like he did against Ryan, and be effective also.
Robert described Rolly's raw power and awkward style as a dangerous mix, explaining that his unpredictable angles made his punches even more damaging.
But Rolly's is just a natural power that he has that is very effective. He what you know, his you just said it, his awkward style makes it harder, makes it a little bit stronger, because those punches from angles that you don't expect, that you don't train for, are the ones that do the damage. And himself being a very strong person, having that power, it's even more effective for him.
Moreover, former professional boxer Brian McIntyre saw a clear skill gap and doubted Romero's chances. In his eyes, wild punches wouldn't cut it at that level.
I can't see Rolly getting past Devin. I think Devin is a great boxer. Rolly just go in there, throw punches. You know, just close his eyes and hope to hit something. No disrespect, bruh, but that's just how I look at it.
Adding on, trainer Floyd Schofield Sr. saw Mayweather's blueprint in Haney's approach. If Romero was the chosen opportunity, the move made sense, but Schofield warned Romero's power was real, and one mistake could change everything.
The Haneys always did like Mayweather did. They select where they want to go correctively, where they could get the best possible outcome. It's that simple. And if Rolly got a belt, why not? Why not? If he feel Rolly is an easy target for him, why not? But Rolly hit hard as shit. So he got to be on his A game for 12 rounds. So I like the fact he's challenging himself, because Rolly is known to hit very hard. Not everybody want to get in the ring with him.
Floyd Schofield Sr. called it a true 50-50 power versus skill. Romero only needed one shot, but Haney's outboxing was built to neutralize it.
It's a good fight. It's like a 50-50 for me, because power versus skill, you know. All it takes a slugger to land is one punch. That's one of the 5 styles. Slugger is one of the 5 styles. And there is a counter style to it. So it's, Devin has the counter style. The counter style to a slugger is an outboxer. And Devin is an outboxer. Devin not a boxer puncher. He's not trying to go in there and get a knockout. He's trying to outbox you, point you, clinch up on the close shots. So that's the counter style to a slugger. So it's a 50-50 fight for me.
Meanwhile, renowned rapper and boxing analyst Cameron broke it down as a pure style clash, questioning durability while weighing risk on both sides. He pointed out that Devin Haney had never been stopped, while Rolando Romero had, but still brought relentless pressure.
That'll be a great fight, because we've seen Devin hurt, but we haven't seen Devin knocked out. We've seen Rolly knocked out. So therefore, you can sit there and say, well, he gets hit with the left hook, he got up. He lost the fight, but he got up. We seen Rolly get knocked out. Who wins? You get what I'm saying? So Rolly, I like Rolly too, because he's very strategic when he talks. I'm a big Rolly fan, because even though he's been knocked out, he comes to apply pressure. He doesn't bullshit. He comes to hit, he comes to fight, whether it's win, lose, or draw. So I think it's one of them situations where it is a style makes fights. I'm not picking a winner, because if I had to, I'm going with Rolly.
Romero clarified the situation, explaining that his deal with Ryan Garcia included a rematch clause, but only after Garcia handled his rematch with Devin Haney, making it clear the delay had nothing to do with him.
No. I'm going to put this into perspective.
Okay.
Me and Ryan, our deal was me and Ryan have a rematch clause, but Devin and Ryan have to rematch first. For some reason, they didn't rematch. I don't know why. Has nothing to do with me.
Adding on, American promoter Oscar De La Hoya said he will arrange another fight soon for Ryan. He said Turki Al-Sheikh was busy with his empire, which stretched across the globe. But with the callouts, the media firestorm, the promoter promises another fight is coming soon.
I speak to Dr. Rakan a lot because of business, but I haven't spoken to Turki in a while.
Why is that?
He's a busy man. I'm pretty sure he does his his businesses all over the world. He's involved in everything, so I'm sure that I'm sure I'll be speaking to him very soon, as we do have a Ryan fight coming up.
Oscar admitted he was hoping for Devin Haney. In his mind, that fight gave Haney a shot at revenge while offering Ryan a chance to stamp his legacy once more. De La Hoya believed a second victory would prove Garcia was simply the better fighter when it mattered most.
I'm hoping it's Devin Haney.
Yeah, that would be the big one.
I think that'll be the biggest fight out there for both guys. It's an opportunity for Devin Haney to obviously get revenge and vindicate himself, but for Ryan, it'll just put a stamp on his legacy once again. What he did the first time around will obviously justify that he was ready and a better fighter the second time around.
And now, father and coach of Devin, Bill Haney, aimed at Ryan Garcia, making it clear the tension had gone far beyond business. Bill questioned Garcia's credibility and status, dismissing his claims while framing the situation as something personal. Haney pushed the narrative that respect had to be earned, not demanded, and in his view, Ryan hadn't done enough to justify the position he was claiming.
Yeah, I've said that, if the numbers are good, they're gonna put them out. Especially if they like that person, and if they're not good, you're not going to hear nothing about them. And there's been a number of fights recently where, I swear they had the Regis Devin numbers on Sunday and they fought on Saturday, which is, I ain't never heard of that. Right. So, okay, so that's the situation with Ryan. And you want to talk about the fight last night? Sean Haney, your son, getting his revenge on Ryan's cousin?
Man, I'm telling you, revenge is sweet, ain't it, man? I'm telling you.
You sound like you celebrated a little bit last night.
Bill Haney dismissed the whole A-side versus B-side narrative, making it clear it held no real weight in making fights happen. Bill emphasized that everything ultimately came down to terms and negotiations, not labels or status. Haney pointed out that making demands without real agreement only leads to fights falling apart, no matter who claims control.
A-side, B-side, all that bullshit, it doesn't mean nothing. It comes down to terms and negotiations, because you can be the A-side guy and you can come in and say something like Ryan did. I'm the A-side, you're gonna do what you told and all the shit, and then you don't get to fight. We know that with Rolly, we can come in and say that we're the A-side and you don't get to fight.
Moving on, Romero showed strong confidence in Devin Haney, making it clear he believed Haney would step up and sign the contract without hesitation.
Let's see. I have so much faith in Debo Dev. I have so much faith in him. I truly believe he will sign the contract. Devo Dev doesn't duck anyone, doesn't avoid anybody.
Furthermore, boxing coach Ben Davison made it clear that Devin had consistently shown a willingness to face anyone, reinforcing his reputation for taking on challenges. Ben also pointed to the momentum behind him, suggesting this fight could be a strong move following recent success.
Yeah, again, I spoke to Devin about that fight recently, so I'm not going to say too much on that in case potentially we end up doing some work with him for that fight. So, but yeah, again, Devin's always shown that he's open to fight anybody, shown that time and time again, and I think that yes, it's a great fight for him, especially off the back of Rolly with a good win against Ryan.
Ryan made it clear his options had narrowed, pointing toward Teofimo Lopez after calling out Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson for avoiding the fight. Garcia framed it as a situation where he had little choice left, with Teofimo emerging as the only realistic path forward. Ryan acknowledged the challenge of moving up to 147, but insisted Lopez was still willing to take that step.
Want to fight Teo?
Yeah, well, I don't have really many options. Devin Haney ducked me.
No, Devin Haney, I thought...
He ducked me.
Bruh.
Shakur just ducked me. So, I got one option. But Teofimo, I mean, for him to come to 47, it's gonna be hard for him. But he said he's down.
Ryan again shows his interest in a rematch with Devin and promises to knock out Debo. He wrote a statement on X, "When I fight Haney again, he will never touch the ring after that. That's a promise." In that response, Devin called out Ryan and convinced him to fight him. He tweeted, "Let's sign up for VADA and sign for a fight now and put a date on it." Ryan sent a blunt message straight to Devin, making it clear he was done with the talk and ready for action. Ryan again tweeted, "No more talking, Dev. We either fight after you fight Rolls or just keep your mouth mute, bitch." Devin fired back with a warning. He tweeted, "Sign up for drug testing, ho. Then we can fight after I beat Rolly." Robert Garcia made it clear that trying to outbox Devin wasn't the answer, pointing to his elite skill and control. He stressed that Rolando needed to force exchanges, cut the ring, and turn it into an uncomfortable fight. In Garcia's view, the more chaotic it got, the better chance Romero had of disrupting Haney's rhythm.
I think with Devin, you could outbox him. So make it a fight, and that's what Rollis likes to do. Anyways, Rollis is ready for that. He likes to get into fights. He wants to exchange punches. That's what it is. He needs to get Haney into the fight. Obviously practice the ring, cutting the ring and stuff like that. But yeah, I think he just has to make it a little bit of an awkward fight for Haney, so Haney can't perform in his full abilities, because he does have great boxing skills. So you have to actually make it a kind of an ugly fight to force him into fighting and not allowing him to box all night.
Rolando Romero's training camp ahead of a potential clash with Devin Haney was built around one thing: controlled aggression. Rolly pushed through intense strength and conditioning sessions, focusing on explosive power, fast twitch drills, and heavy bag work designed to sharpen his knockout ability. Romero trained to close the distance quickly, knowing that against a slick boxer like Haney, every second at range would work against him. Technically, Romero focused on tightening his timing and improving his shot selection. While known for his unorthodox and awkward style, Rolly worked on making that unpredictability more effective rather than reckless. He dringed combinations from unusual angles, aiming to catch opponents off guard while still maintaining enough balance to follow up with power shots. Conditioning played a major role in his preparation as well. High-pressure sparring, endurance drills, and movement-focused workouts were designed to make sure he could sustain aggression over all rounds. Against someone like Haney, Romero needed to apply pressure without fading, forcing exchanges and breaking rhythm instead of allowing a comfortable boxing match. Devin Haney's training camp ahead of a potential clash with Rolando Romero was built around precision, discipline, and complete control. Haney pushed through sharp technical sessions focused on footwork, timing, and defensive awareness, knowing that neutralizing power would be the key. Devin emphasized job drills, distance management, and ring IQ, preparing to dictate the pace rather than get dragged into a fight.
Catch my hook. Drop. Right hand, hook, right hand. Jab, jab. Jab. Fake 1, 2. Get out of there. Jab. Pick 1, 2, hook right hand. Put it right hand. Catch my hook.
Sharp! Sharp as attack!
Technically, Haney refined his ability to control range and disrupt rhythm. He worked on quick entries and exits, clean combinations, and defensive reactions to avoid taking unnecessary shots. Conditioning remained a major part of his camp, with intense sparring, endurance drills, and movement-focused workouts designed to keep him sharp for all 12 rounds. Against a pressure fighter like Romero, Haney needed to stay active, maintain his energy, and avoid slowing down late in the fight where danger could increase. Coming back to Oscar De La Hoya, who confirmed that movement was already happening behind the scenes for the Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney rematch. De La Hoya hinted at a major stage without revealing details, but the message was clear. Garcia and Haney were on a course collision.
Have there been talks with Team Haney about making this fight yet?
No, there hasn't been any talks whatsoever. So we're hoping by July we have a fight in place here in Las Vegas at the T-Mobile, most likely, or maybe even the Allegiant Stadium. But those talks will start very soon.
And when you say by July, do you mean the fight would happen in July or it'd get finalized in July?
Yeah, it could happen in July.
Okay, amazing.
Rolando Romero didn't stop there. He took to Twitter and delivered a blunt message. Devin and his daddy are full of shit. Rolando Romero didn't hold back. He went straight for the weakness. He tweeted, "Devin has no chin. Him and his daddy know it." Things are heating up between Rolando Romero and Devin Haney, and the tension has clearly crossed into personal territory. With sharp accusations and no signs of respect left, this rivalry feels closer than ever to boiling over into something real inside the ring. Now the pressure is on. Does this finally lead to a fight, or does it fall apart again when it matters most? If it does happen, who really has the edge when everything is on the line? Drop your thoughts below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay locked in for more boxing updates.